Hello and welcome or welcome back. My name is V, and today I want to rant a little bit, I suppose, even though this is going to be a difficult video for me to record, regardless of the fact that I planned for it, simply because I just got done watching the state of play for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And I guess a lot of not negative energy that I felt, but a lot of, I guess, mixed feelings about what I'm going to talk about is now influenced by the sheer, I don't know, amazement and magnitude of what Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is going to be. I'm so excited for it. And tomorrow on live, I'm going to be playing through the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth demo first thing. So yeah, if that's something that you're into, you're more than welcome to join me. I'm very excited for it. You can pretty much find all my links in the description of this video or in bio on Twitter, regardless of where you're watching this video. But today, I don't want to talk about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. As excited as I am for the game, I want to talk about Final Fantasy XIV and basically the fact that this latest announcement about needing Xbox Game Pass is basically something that I don't know, that ruins the hype for something that was supposed to be huge for us. For me, both as a fellow player who is excited to welcome new people to Eorzean and to have them, be a part of the experience and help with my videos and welcome them into the community, my community, the community of Final Fantasy XIV overall. I feel like all of that right now is just being diminished by the fact that the people in their suits and ties and whatnot are making the decisions that are going to basically stop some people from being able to enjoy the fantastic story of Final Fantasy XIV, the amazing combat, the Eorzea in general, and it just makes me sad because I don't want to get into whose fault this is at all, whether it's Square Enix, whether it's Xbox, whether it's both, whether it's I don't know. Like I understand that Final Fantasy XIV as a game is I guess worth buying, right? Like every expansion, everything that I've ever bought for Final Fantasy XIV has been worthwhile. And in a way, I wish they wouldn't put it on this Xbox Game Pass at all, and that they would just allow people to purchase the game because this is turning into something completely unnecessary. So in case you didn't know, and I'm reading this from thegamer.com. Game Pass Core, formerly Xbox Live Gold, is $9.99 per month. You get a limited slice of the wider Game Pass library and access to online play. However, to play Final Fantasy XIV beyond the trial period, you must also pay a subscription to Square Enix. The entry tier is $12.99 per month, dollars that is. So to play FF14 on Xbox, you have to pay a minimum of $22.98 per month, and there is no such thing as like localized pricing or anything. Not to my knowledge. If there is such a thing for Xbox, I don't know about it because I'm I don't know an Xbox. I do have like a PC version of it where I occasionally get the Game Pass, but that's about it. I'm just honestly, I'm just very sad about this because paying $22 to just play Final Fantasy XIV, and that does not include any retainers or anything additional that you might want to get. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense to me, and it's such a massive loss for the community. The reason why I'm even making this video is because I've been hyping this up. I've been advocating for this new feature. I've been hyping up my community, especially people who have not played Final Fantasy XIV, but they've played some other JRPG and RPG games that who were excited to play 14. And I just feel like in today's economy, in today's state of the world, it is unreasonable to expect that someone is going to pay to $22 for this, with the cost of pretty much every single subscription tier rising that people have been using for years. And that includes Netflix, that includes Disney Plus, that includes like everything else that's out there. Having this kind of monthly bill on top of that is just too much. It's just a lot. And I don't know how I don't know if this is like a is this like a subtle way to get people to not be on Xbox Game Pass, but to actually like put some money aside and actually purchase a PlayStation and play Final Fantasy 14 on a PlayStation, because they've spent months and months thinking about how they're going to play 14, and now there's this and long-term calculations basically. If you're going to be invested into the game, they advise you to purchase a PlayStation instead, because it's just going to be cheaper for you. It's just a very it's a very sad situation for so many. I'm not saying that even like, I don't know, 10, $11 or however much I'm paying right now is expensive, but it is a monthly bill. It is something to take into consideration. And depending on your financial circumstances, you may or may not even be able to do this. I know some people who already unsubscribe from the game when they are not actively playing Final Fantasy 14 because of the financial aspect of it. And that's completely justified, because in some countries, mine included, $10 is not a small thing. I can almost buy two meals for 10.99, and I know that that in the grand scheme of things doesn't sound like a lot, but when you have a lot of these small bills, they quickly add up, and they just make your they like if you're in a financially unstable or uncomfortable situation, they are one of these things that have to be canceled first, so that you can organize your life in a way that you can afford your rent, your food, your children, your pets, your relationships, everything else. And even though this does, for me at least, provide an escape from from a reality, apart from the fact that it is my content and also a source of income, it is something that I feel like is a lot of money for, I don't know, for just having access to it. Now, yes, I'm not bringing up the fact that a lot of these people from, well, actually all of them from Xbox will be going through the story first, and they're not required to pay $22, $23 straight away, because you can get yourself on a free trial, and you do have months and months of free content to experience up until I believe the end of Stormblood. So technically, you'll only be paying while you're playing in Shadowbringers and an Endwalker and Dawn Trail, and then what for the rest of your existence in Eorzea. It's a lot of money. It's expensive, and I don't know how they thought that this was a good idea. It's a very cheeky thing. It's a very um, inconsiderate move, because I I understand that there's a lot of people who can't afford this, but I'm just trying to also be sympathetic towards people who can't. And I think that there's a lot of people who are just not going to be happy about it. I, as a content creator, I'm not happy about it, because for me, literally, this means less money, because that's less new people who are going to watch my sprout guides and other content that I've made for for players who are new to the game, and even I don't know, even reaction videos from like all of these like MSQ moments that when someone experiences it, they might want to go and see how other people felt about that same thing. But it's not just about money; it's about the size of the community as well, because we all thought that this was going to be a great big thing. Now, it could be that people are just gonna you know take it and be like, okay, whatever. I just really want to play Final Fantasy 14, so I'll play it. But it does feel like a little bit of a ripoff, and I don't like making these kinds of videos, because I do like the game. I love the dev team. I love all of it, but this has nothing to do with the dev team. This has nothing to do with the people who have made the game. This has everything to do with the suits who have made these decisions for them essentially and for us. And it's just an unfair thing. And I know that my voice in the grand scheme of things is not really going to change much. I wish it would, but it won't because this is just the way it's going to be. But I personally, as a content creator, I just wanted to express that I am not happy with this. I don't think that this is a good idea. I don't think that this is a win long term, and I wish they would have found a different way. Now, I know that even if there's more content creators talking about this, there's a very small chance that anything is ever going to change when it comes to this, at least unless everybody's just like, no, we're just not gonna play this. I know that people are gonna play it undoubtedly. It is a great game, and in the grand scheme of things, there are a lot of people out there who just can afford it and will afford it because they already have the what is it, the Game Pass. Is it called Xbox Live Gold or Game Pass Core or whatever? Some people already have that. Some people are already committed to it, but then they should. I don't know how it works. This is money that goes to Xbox, and this is the money that goes to Square Enix. Funnily enough, though, PlayStation does not have this sort of deal with Square Enix. You don't have to pay $22 to play the game on PlayStation. On PlayStation, it costs what, like $12 a month or so. Steam is the same way. The actual Final Fantasy 14 launcher on PC, which is what I use, is the same way. This is the only thing that is being affected, and I feel like this could have been such a win for the community. This could have been such a win for the game, and like I know that the game has been struggling a little bit, especially with with a little bit of a, I guess, lack of content and whatnot. But at the same time, this is the way it is every time there's an old expansion going into the new one, so it is normal. But at the same time, this could have been big for this bridge period between Endwalker and Dawn Trail. It could have been big for Dawn Trail as well. I don't know if it's going to be big. That depends on how people are going to react to this. I just wanted to say I'm unhappy with it. I don't think this is the way things are supposed to be. And I want to hear your thoughts on this. Are you maybe an Xbox player who was hoping to play? Are you still going to play? Does this change your plans? Are you a fellow Final Fantasy 14 players like on PlayStation or PC who was hoping that we're going to be seeing a lot more sprouts in the, well, after this, I guess, beta test and everything? And what are your feelings about this in general? Let me know. Vent if you need to. Tell me that I'm wrong if you feel like I'm wrong. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I do Final Fantasy 14 content here, and I hope you enjoy it. I will be seeing you tomorrow on live stream for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, so I'm looking forward to that. I hope you do as well. Thank you for watching this little rant video, whatever it is. I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say about it. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your day, and bye bye.